Yeah, so in fact, just moments ago, we saw an armored vehicle from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office race by us here on MLK Drive. We're posted up at the corner at MLK Drive and Pryor Street, which you see a portion of is blocked off right now by deputies as they continue to secure this area. You mentioned a little bit about this indictment, Faith. Well, the first name on this indictment, former President Donald Trump, he's facing 13 charges at the very least, according to this indictment, which we are pouring through page by page, word by word. We understand the RICO Act violation is the very first charge the former president is facing, along with at least 3 counts of solicitation of violation of oath by public officer. A number of conspiracy charges here against the former president, and this we see throughout these charges as they are listed in this indictment go back to what DA Willis is calling a furtherance of the conspiracy. You might have heard the phrase big lie, that Georgia's 2020 election was somehow tainted, somehow inaccurate, in going against what former President Trump hoped would happen for him, which is that he would win Georgia. This indictment then goes on to explain how former President Trump posted on Twitter, used national news outlets to further his thought, his strategy, his philosophy of why Georgia's election was, in his words, unfair. It also, this indictment goes on to list a number of people that former President Trump is believed to have reached out to, including RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel, including Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr, the late Georgia House Speaker David Ralston, among others. And this is just in the last few minutes that we've gotten our hands on this indictment, which has now been made public, as I'm sure you're aware of if you're watching this right now. So again, the grand jury has spent days really going over some of this witness testimony, speeding up their timeline. We thought this information might come out within the next day or two. Turns out it comes on a Monday night. What a way to start a week. So far, we have not heard of any rumblings of protests yet. But that could change in the coming days as some of these defendants, all of these defendants will be asked to come here, get processed as any defendant would. Will plea deals play a role in this? You've heard all night really about the RICO charges and just how broad and widespread and expansive, hard to interpret those can be. We've seen it as an MO from DA Fani Willis, whether it's the APS cheating scandal, whether it's the YSL trial that's currently ongoing. And if it's any indication, this could take a while to unpack, maybe weeks, maybe months, possibly even years, and we're facing presidential election here in the next 14 months or so.